Paul, I'll start off with some great news within the club. Community Club, Northwest Community Club of the Year. That's a great achievement for all the work that's done with the Latics.
Outstanding achievement. I think football clubs in general, you'd have to say 99.9% play massive part in the community of where they're from, irrespective of whether you're Yeovil, Morecambe, etc. You know, right up to the Man Cities, the Liverpools, the Chelseas, you know, all the big teams. So massive pat on the back for everyone connected with Wigan Athletic. I know it's something that the club have always prided themselves on. And obviously it's gone very well at the minute, so well done.
And the players get really involved as well, which is all very important.
I think there's a full package to it, isn't it? I think if you are going to be involved in a community-run club, you must give yourself time and hours up to be able to do it. I think the fundamental thing is the Saturday the game, you know, the community turns out to support us. We must turn out to support them at times. So, as I say, it's great for Wigan Athletic to be involved in such a prestigious award.
Fantastic. To Matt's on the pitch, how are you shaping up this week? How is the squad looking?
Training's gone very well. Obviously on the back of the equaliser against Ipswich, which we felt had to be a good point. You know, at one stage it certainly didn't look like we were going to get a point. So, albeit you're always a tinge disappointed with not taking the 3 points, but you keep moving forward. You know, we obviously walk into a very strong side this Saturday who, in my opinion, having studied them over the last few days, are playing very, very well. You know, as they say in the football terms, they are bang at it, and we've got our hands full tomorrow for sure.
Do you look back at your recent run of games, and although you're undefeated, maybe there are teams in around you, maybe a missed opportunity not to pull away a bit further?
In the modern day of the world of football, I leave that to you guys. You guys will create whatever story you deem fit. If it's 4 games unbeaten, it can be deemed on one hand good and one hand bad. I think in this division, for any team to not lose in 4 games, you've done well. Irrespective of the results, you've done well, because you don't get easy games at the level. So, whilst we're all a bit disappointed, of course, a win or 2 wins might have took us away from really where we are and where we want to be. The reality of it is it's going to be a long season in relation to what we want to achieve, and if we can achieve what we set out to do, we'll all be very happy when that comes around.
You've of course mentioned Middlesbrough. They've got a distinctive style. How do you go about combating that?
Yeah, the distinctive style is they win. I mean, I don't, you know, football today, we buy into all these different analogies about what teams do and what teams play. Middlesbrough are a very good side, you know, very well coached, obviously, from Tony, his staff, very strong club through the chairman. The players are very good. They have a style of play where they don't let you score and they score in your goal. So Tony's doing very well at that style of play, and we give them full respect tomorrow. We know how tough the game's going to be, but we've prepared well, we really have.
A couple of weeks ago you talked about how physically you wanted Shay Dunkley to play, and will that be the same this week? I mean, obviously you're going to have to defend a lot of balls that are coming at you.
I think against, you know, any team, I think the selection of the team will be, you know, will be given out tomorrow, and like everyone, you guys will find out when the team sheet goes in, where we've got a number of people competing for places, you know, certainly in them back areas. Cedric's been outstanding all season. Jonas has come into the frame in the squad in the window, so we're preparing well for the game. You know, in football you can only prepare to try and win the game, and then when you come under pressure try and not concede goals. So that's what football's about. For us tomorrow, we know it's a good game. It's a game that you look forward to. Middlesbrough will travel well with the supporters. They're on the back of a couple of very strong results, and as I say, from watching them over the last, you know, couple of games, certainly on the DVDs and the analysis we get, you know, they're doing very well, and that's great credit to Tony and his staff.
Do you think they'll go up?
Do I think Middlesbrough go up? Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I think they've got that. I think they've got that mental strength through the manager, which is huge, and I think the players will feel that strength, and I do think they'll go up, albeit on the back of hopefully not tomorrow, not a good result tomorrow, Tony.
Yeah. You've talked about potential strength and depth. I mean, how's that pushing standards at the moment? You've managed to get some of your players out of the treatment room.
Yeah, listen, we're happy with the squad. You know, I think what happens with the division, and sometimes as a manager you can only be truthful, the league is very much in its set up now with teams who are challenging for what they are challenging for. Within that, you've seen, you know, ourselves be in a position now where we've always been 5-6 points outside the bottom 3, and as the games whittle down, if we can stay 5-6 points out the bottom 3, in my opinion, that will be a successful season. So our focus is very much on ourselves. What other teams do and achieve is down to their clubs and their managers. You know, we set off at the start of the season, we've had some great nights, We've had some really disappointing ones, especially away from home. But that's part of the season. Tomorrow, we go into a bank of fixtures now that are going to be very important, you know, before this international window. And, you know, the best way to get where you want to be is to win football matches, and hopefully we can do that tomorrow.
And treat your fans to a win this weekend.
Yeah, listen, our fans have been terrific. You know, you could sense the relief, I think would be the correct word, when we equalised against Ipswich. You know, everyone gets agitated during games now, but, you know, one of the things for football and in football in general is support your team. You know, for me, it's a massive thing. I'm a football fan myself, and your team needs your support, more importantly, when they're not doing well. Everyone can support teams, and Wigan fans under my tenure at the club have been outstanding, and hopefully, you know, tomorrow will be another one of them days.
Just checking, no injury problems?
We've got one or two, but there's no need to discuss them, that's for sure.